So I must respectfully disagree with Governor Andrew Cuomo's evaluation of the red flag bill. It indeed can and did infringe on the constitutional rights of a law-abiding citizen, an elected official that passed a background check, a former associate instructor in ethics, a mother of a well-disciplined Marine, a deeply rural farmer in Allegany County, New York, a rescuer of unwanted animals, a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend that has positively shaped the lives of others. A strong, fiercely independent woman that has never been the victim in her entire life. Me, Governor Cuomo, that's me. A woman that refuses to adopt the victim mentality. I am willing to recognize that I have been exposed to various injustices, domestic violence, addictions, all sorts of abuses. But I only use these situations as a way to triumph over the tragedy that I've been exposed to. This new tragedy will be no different. I can now add that on June 13th, 2019, I have been exposed to the tyranny that appears to be in the form of legislative works of our great state of New York, the red flag bill. There can be no greater injustice than to be attacked by the very system meant to provide a check and balance in our constitutional republic. Even more egregious is the fact that there is a three-tier system that the United States of America adopted that is ordained by the prophet Isaiah in chapter 33, verse 22. And it states that the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, and the Lord is our king. And any abuse in these three tiers now becomes just a little bit more contemptuous. It's scathing. It reaches a new level of disrespect for the fundamental concepts that it means to be an American. I also recognize that not everybody will have this view, but I am a Christian. I find that these verses equates to our judicial, our legislative, and our executive branch. And this is why I maintain the presence of the 10 Commandments in my courtroom. And so with that being said, I want to at least state that I do understand the direction of the legislative intent, wishing to reduce the incidences of violence, whether it be with a gun, a fist, a knife, any weapon. As a people, we just need to be more respectful of the diversity and embrace the differences of others so that we can be more understanding. And as a people, we need to be compassionate and caring, and that is what reduces violence. Legislation does not nurture responsibility, and it's just really meant to be a way to hold us accountable. Legislation does not nurture any of these things. It just, because a law exists to protect a child or an animal, does not make for a responsible parent, nor does it produce responsible pet owners. The same is true with this red flag bill. This is not nurturing responsible gun ownership. This bill actually brings about more risk. It allows demographics like Allegany County in New York are ridden with unethical relationships, and they twist this to their liking. When the unethical relationships involve the lawyers that know the judges, that know the legislators, and so on, that know the deputy secretaries of state and the senators, there's no place that this law detours from abusing this bill like it did in my case. There exists no clear and convincing evidence that I would have engaged in any behavior that's harmful to myself or others. There is no legal probable cause, and my hearing was scheduled 6 weeks, from June 13th to July 31st. 6 weeks, not 6 days later. A vindictive town supervisor, one that still doesn't know why a town board just can't resolve to dissolve the position of town justice. One who I am alleging filed the false written statement, which was actually encouraged by the 8th District Administrative Justices. It's simply not addressed as a possibility, yet that's exactly what happened. This bill actually places a constriction on every single elected official that took an oath of office to uphold and defend the Constitution. More importantly, this bill arms those with unethical intentions with the law. The departmental institutions of this state need to apply the rule of law equally, instead of relying on the current state of mob rule. My expectation is just that. I truly believe that in our system, when rule of law is applied correctly, that it works. And of course, the law itself must actually be constitutional. I invite an immediate repeal, because constitutional rights are protected always, not just when it's convenient for those in charge to do so. Thank you.